Hey D, this is Frank over at Max Digital, and as I mentioned, I wanted to shoot you over this quick video with some specific things that you guys can do yourselves to help bring in more business just by better utilizing both your website and your Google business profile. So you guys, I see are plumbers in the northern New Jersey area. I had done a search for your phone number, and I saw that looks like you're located in Wayne, New Jersey. So anyway, I had done a Google search for Plumber Wayne, New Jersey, and here's the search results page that comes up. And since 90% of the people never click past the first page, if you are looking to grow the business, you're going to want to get on the as many of the three different sections of this page as possible. So this first section here is known as the advertising section. So if you're not looking to pay Google advertising dollars to get into that section, then you're going to want to focus on getting into the second and third sections of this results page. The second section here is known as the Google Map Pack, and it consists of the three businesses with the strongest Google business profile and that are also mentioned most frequently across the internet. That's kind of the two different things that Google looks for to determine who to put into this category here, into this map pack. So when I ran your phone number, I don't see a Google business profile coming up. They are free to set up if you don't have one already. You're going to want to set one of those up because 30 to 40% of the traffic is going to go to the businesses listed in this map pack. So I can certainly talk to you more about that if that's something that you don't have already set up. And if you do have it set up, you are going to want to go out and register your business in more online directories than these competitors are listed in, using that same business name, address, and phone number that you have set up in the Google Business Profile. Since Google's popularity contest, they are just going to see who has the largest internet presence, and that's kind of how they determine who to put in here. So the more online registries that you're in, the greater likelihood that you're going to get into this section. At a minimum, you want to have significantly more registrations than these guys do to ensure that you get in here. And then below the map pack, you have what's known as the organic listings. And so I wanted to compare because where you rank in this organic section is based on the strength of your content and your backlinks profile. So I wanted to compare your content and backlinks to this Harry Barr Plumbing, which is the #1 plumbing site in Wayne, New Jersey. All right, so just looking at your content here, your registering is having about 1,000 words on this page here. Google looks for 1,500 to 2,000 words on the home page for you to be considered an authoritative site or an expert in the niche. At a minimum, you want to have more content than your competitor has. But if you can get to that threshold, that 1,500 to 2,000 threshold that Google looks for to consider you an expert, that will help in your ranking as well. That number is dependent on how your competition is, as well as the number of keyword phrases that you are trying to be found for. So keyword phrases are just the phrases that people are actually frequently typing into the Google search bar. And since you're a service provider, you're going to want those keyword phrases to encompass both the service you provide and the location that you provide the service in, because that's going to make it so that Google can easily match up your content to what the internet searcher was searching for. So anyway, I use this site here called Ahrefs to just look at different websites and kind of the analytics behind them. And right now this is showing me that this page here is not ranking for any keywords. And you're going to want, obviously, Google to recognize that you have a certain phrase mentioned frequently enough in your content so that it can say, yeah, this is a good match for what was searched for, and therefore put you higher in the ranking. So to give you an example, here's your competitor site, the Harry Barr Plumbing site. And aside from this first one, which is when somebody's Googling their name directly, you can see most of these other ones, like these next three down, are these local buyer intent keyword phrases I was referring to that reference both the service and the location, or in this case, the location and the service. And it's basically these different variations for how somebody might search for a plumber in the Wayne area. This column here is the volume column. It shows you the approximate number of searches per month that each of these phrases is being searched for. So you can see by being on the first page, and these guys, you can see their position here. They're on the first page on a good amount of these. You can see if you are on the first page, you're going to participate in that volume, and you're probably going to get, probably 10% or so of the volume coming to you for every mention that you have on the first page. So if you're in the map pack and in the organic section, you'd have 2 spots taken up on the home page. So that's why it's so critical if you're looking to grow the business, that you get on that first page, because there's a lot of volume that you would get. And obviously you do the same thing for, different terms that a plumber might be found for, like, drain clog or water heater install. And then the same thing with every town that you service. So there's a lot of upside to being on the first page, but you got to design your site appropriately to get there and to be able to participate in that volume. So that's content in a nutshell. It's about the amount of content you have, and it's about having those local buyer intent keyword phrases built into that content. The next thing I wanted to talk to you about is backlinks. So backlinks are just links from other websites over to your website, and they give legitimacy to your site and therefore power in the rankings, in Google's eyes, because they act as an endorsement of your site. So they show Google that, you're a relevant site. Other companies are linking their sites to yours. So if it's coming from a trusted site, that is going to help you in the ranking. You want to beat your competitor in the amount of backlinks you have, but you also want to beat them in the quality of backlinks. So if you're going to be rewarded by Google if you are linked to, like I said, trusted sites or more authoritative sites, as opposed to being kind of penalized by Google in the rankings if you are linked to spammy sites or sites that don't really have any relevance to what you guys do. So just obviously you can see here you don't have any backlinks set up right now, so that's going to hurt you in terms of not being able to give you the power that you would otherwise be getting. These guys also don't really have too many backlinks, so it shouldn't be too difficult to beat them. But because their content is set up so well, you can see they're getting a significant amount of traffic coming to their website every month through that organic listing, which your page is not. So that is what you need to do to rank on the first page. Hopefully that information was helpful. If you wouldn't mind, just respond to the email to let me know if it was of value to you guys, so I can continue to add value to small businesses. I'd greatly appreciate that. And obviously, if you have any questions or if there's anything that you would like to see in a future video, feel free to mention that as well. Anyway, that's it. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day.